dance and what's the backscene stories. Would you please say hi to all the viewers? Hello everyone, my name is Li Kun. I'm the Chengshan County General Secretary. So today we will see the Fire Dragon Dance to celebrate the Chinese New Year. Alright, right now I will put these incense sticks on the dragon hide to kick off this evening's parade. Okay, we can see right now the head of the dragon actually full of flaring incense, and it marks the start of the Fire Dragon Dance. Back to all the viewers right now. You're seeing the live stream bring to you by CCTV and CGTN. This is the Fire Dragon Dance Parade, and right now you can see we give you a closer look at the dragon head. So on the dragon head there are tens of thousands of flaring incense. So here we are at the Chengshan Fire Dragon Ground Parade to Great Spring Festival New Year, and we will go around the county. We are at the Yayao County in South China's Guangdong province. So right now you can see the torch. They are so-called dragon pearls, and you can see that's actually made of thousands of flaring incense. And this is the dragon head. So we have our special guest, Mr. Li. Would you please introduce about the whole event to our viewers? So we are seeing this is the Chengshan Fire Dragon Ground Parade. So this we want to also celebrate the Chinese New Year, and this is also very traditional festival. This is part of our traditional culture. Hope you can hear me clearly, but you can feel like the whole atmosphere is really a great celebration here. A lot of firecrackers, and you can see actually there are more than hundreds of people holding up this huge dragon. So I believe like the calculation, we believe that there are more than 25,000 incenses on the whole dragon. I believe more than 25,000 flaring incense on the whole dragon. And the dragon head actually is so huge that need more than 30 people to hold it up. So right now there are more than 25,000 joysticks ignite a huge dragon, and that brightening the night sky in Jiangmen City in South China's Guangdong province. So right now you are seeing the Chenshan Fairy Dragon Ground Parade to celebrate the Chinese New Year. So this is a tradition that has been carried out during the Chinese New Year. And the fair dragon will win through the streets. So right now we're at the tail of the whole fair dragon. So right now you are seeing it's the tail part of the fair dragon. So we also have a special guest. He will introduce more about the story behind the scene. So actually, after the Mid-Autumn Festival, we will start to prepare the Fair Dragon Ground Parade for the New Year. And this year, actually, we also will walk around the whole county. So we are at the Yayao County. So ask about how the incense can last for how long? Actually, the incense is special made that can basically light up more than half an hour. So right now you can see that the whole body of the dragon actually, a well-made fairy dragon is essential for a well-performed fairy dragon dance. And a fairy dragon is normally made of hay, bamboo sticks, metalware, and large sunflower leaves. And the most complex part actually is the head. And the core of the whole dragon is in its skeleton. And this is where the most important part of the crafting lays. This is really required time and effort. So that's we really prepare this ahead of time. You can see there are more than 25,000 flaring incense on the fairy dragon. This is very heavy. And for the dragon head is even heavier. That require more than 30 people to hold it up. Actually, I also believe maybe they take by turns, right? They will hold it up for some time and they will take turns, take shift. Otherwise, it's much heavier, too heavy for one person to hold it and walk around the whole county. So this is a tradition actually in Chenshan, Yayao County, in South China's Guangdong province. Actually, we believe that the fairy dragon parade through the streets and the plague will be gone. That was very good willingness. So we want to keep all the negative things away. So that is why we always have this tradition that the fair dragon parade go around the whole country, the whole county, to bring all the good things to the people. So you can see there are a big crowded. You can see The incense right now is light up the night sky in Guangdong province. Actually, we can smell the sparklers. So you can see people perform fairy dragon dance amid sparkles. And don't worry, actually, the incense sticks is special made. They are very safe to lit up and also safe to the carriers. So right now we see the tail part, and right now we also see the dragon body. So the whole dragon will wing through the county at least around 2 kilometers. So you can see at the very front that's so-called dragon pearls that is made of the torch. Actually, on the torch there are also a lot of the flaring incense. And this is the dragon head. You can see that really required a hard work that more than 30 people work as a team to make the dragon head up. So this is really need strong guys to perform the tasks. Actually, this is a tradition that carry on to the recent years. Actually, normally the fairy dragon does not really happen during the Spring Festival. That's normally happen during the Mid-Autumn Festival. But at the Chenshan, this is also the new event. That's the Chenshan Fairy Dragon Grand Parade to celebrate the Spring Festival. And we will also help to keep the plague away. So this, right now you can see, is the head of the dragon that's really require the hard muscles. So the head of the dragon is really, really heavy, and more than 25,000 flaring incense light up the huge dragon. And in front of the dragon head, you can see that's the dragon pearl, as like a torch here. So on the torch, there's also a lot of flaming incense. So in Heshan, you can see a lot of people here also join the parade. There's a big crowd. You can see people take turns because it's really, really hard work.
各位网友，大家好！现在正在直播的是我们广东江门鹤山市陈山村火龙巡游的活
all the
动。
viewers
那么呢，现在
if you just tune in, right now we are at Yayao County, Heshan, Jiangmen City in South China's Guangdong province. Right now you are seeing that's the Chenshan Fairy Dragon Ground Parade to celebrate Chinese New Year. Right now, the parade is approaching to the destination. So that's we will also have a performance that's also interactive performance at the Cultural Center Square. So this walk at least 2 kilometers of the whole fairy dragons. And actually, the fairy dragon is always the good meanings, the good wishes. The fairy dragon parades through the streets, and the plate will be away. I also want to bring the best wishes to the people. You can see that the key is also holding the lantern in fish shape. Actually, that fish in Chinese has more or less the same pronunciation as surplus. We want to, every year we have surplus in our life. That's also quite positive wishes that people normally have for every year. So you can see a lot of keys here holding the fish-shaped lanterns. Right now we are very close to the destination. That's the Culture Center Square. And that's also the highlights of the whole parade. Right now, actually, the Fairy Dragon Dance has been inscribed onto the Guangdong's province intangible cultural heritage. Actually, we talk about the Fairy Dragon Dance not really happened during the Chinese New Year. Actually, that happened the second half of August. That's normally to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival. But Heshan really wants a lot of people to witness this distinctive event. That is why we bring the Fairy Dragon Ground Parade to the Chinese New Year period. So you can see this is a very big crowded, it's a very lively New Year celebration atmosphere. We believe there are more people waiting at the Cultural Center Square, waiting for the dragon. Actually, a lot of people from the Chenshan County didn't have any chance to witness this before. And also we have a lot of visitors here. So through this parade, we want to bring all the best wishes to the people here, and we want them to realize the significance of the traditional festival, carrying on this piece of cultural heritage. And you can see people perform dragon dance amid sparkles. Later on, there will be an interactive performance at the Cultural Center Square. So because of there are so many people gathering here, so the signal is not really good. Right now, the fair dragon is right now entering to the final destination. That's the Cultural Center Square. And the fair dragon also is listed in Guangdong Province cultural heritage, the intangible cultural heritage. You can see right now the dragon pearls entering the central stage. It looks like a torch, and on the torch there are also a lot of flaming incense. And here we go, we see the dragon hat. The hat is so heavy that require more than 30 people to carry it up. So this is really require the energy. Now, talking about my feeling here, actually, we can see a lot of people gathering here. It's a very lively celebration atmosphere, and also can smell the smoke of incense. It's a really, really good atmosphere. It seems like we're in a temple. And the head of the dragon is here, and actually there are more than 25,000 incense on the dragons. We believe the number will be more than that, but at least there are 25,000 flaring incense on the dragon. Right now the fairy dragon is entering to the final destination, and later on will be an interactive performance. And you are seeing is the body of the fairy dragon, and that is made up of straws, hay, banyan tree roots, bamboo sticks, metalware, and large sunflower leaves. We talk about the fairy dragon. That fair actually is not the fair literally. That's basically the flaring incense that's lit up the night in Guangdong Province. So right now the fair dragon is entering to the final stage. So that this is the Chengshan Fair Dragon Grand Parade. And the fair dragon is also listed on the Guangdong Province intangible cultural heritage. So this is really required time and efforts. So the whole dragon actually is prepared after the Mid-Autumn Festival. And here is the tail part of the dragon. You can see the dragon is dancing. The fair dragon is dancing. Right now we are at the Cultural Center Square. This is also the final stage. Later on there will be an interactive performance. I believe the show is on. Right now you can see very nice dancing moves. And people perform the fairy dragon dance amid sparkles at the Cultural Center Square. There are so many people gathering here, a very big crowd. And the incense on the dragon actually is special made. You can see that can lead more than half an hour. So you are seeing the Chengshan Fair Dragon Grand Parade to celebrate Chinese New Year. The fire dragon paraded through the streets, and the plague is away. So this is bring the very good wishes to the new year. And also wish a healthy, prosperous future. So the fire dragons are made of straw, hay, rattan, and banyan tree roots. So right now we are seeing we is going to coil the dragon up. So that is also an interactive performance. So you are seeing this is a very stunning glowing spectacles. This is happening at Chenshan Yayao County in South China's Guangdong province. So here we also come to the highlight of Chenshan Fairy Dragon Ground Parade. So this is maybe a little different from the traditional dragon dance. But a well-made fire dragon is essential for a well-performed dragon dance. So wish people good health and good fortune in the new year. For the fairy dragon dance, we always want to bring the best wishes to the people and also keep the plague away. So here we are bringing you the live stream at Yayao County. This is the Chenshan Fairy Dragon Ground Parade to celebrate Chinese New Year. And this is also the destination of the whole parade. Wish everyone a good fortune, good health in the new year. Thank you for watching.